Hello, welcome to the Noble Pod, where we discuss sustainability and ethics in business. Today our guest is Adriana, who's laughing at me. Hello. How are you today?
I am really good, thank you. How are you guys?
Very good. This is Joseph, my co-host. How are you feeling today, Joseph?
Really good.
He's feeling really good.
Yes.
We're all feeling great today, aren't we?
I haven't been depressed in years. So why are you here today? What can you tell us about yourself?
Well, today I'm having this beautiful conversation with you two guys after being in an accelerator program last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the first time we come together to have a conversation post-program and more about life.
Yeah, so we had the Startup and Startupbootcamp, aptly named.
Yeah. And where are we right now?
We are at our office at Startupbootcamp here in Melbourne.
That is the correct pronunciation.
Startupbootcamp.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's my Mexican, the tongue, guys.
Yeah. Well, how would you describe the office? Are we in a bunker underground?
We were actually discussing about this before.
Yeah, it's pretty concrete.
Well, it's a top secret place.
Yeah.
Only for special guests like you guys, like the ZeroTag team. That's it.
Yeah, it may look like we're always in a different place every week, but actually it's all the same place, and we just have a lot of rooms.
That's true.
It's Felix's house.
Yeah, it's like the back rooms.
So, you're, in the innovation and sustainability space, and you've been following it a lot. So can you tell us, how you started getting involved, and, what's the space looking like today?
Absolutely. Sorry, that mocha was intense. Yeah, sure. I guess I should start by saying first how I know you guys, how I know ZeroTag. I've known you since you joined the pre-accelerator program here at Startupbootcamp, and that was almost a year and a half ago, which is crazy when you think about it.
Oh my gosh.
A year and a half ago, it's insane. And yeah, it was pre-accelerator and then accelerator, and I've seen you grow, guys, since reaching this point. Now you're at this point. So yeah, that's a bit of background. Now, professionally, I am the product and relations lead here at Startupbootcamp right now. I've moved a little bit away from programs specifically, and now seeing more overall global stuff for all Startups BC. Because if you didn't know, we're a global company. So we don't only have presence here in Australia, we have presence in multiple cities and countries around the world. So that's really exciting. And now I'm working more with alumni like yourself and also mentors across our multiple portfolios like energy, food, and fintech as well. So that's about me.
So you've seen a lot of startups come through and leave, and you'd be able to make a pretty good startup yourself, right?
Oh man, look, I did have a startup. It lasted for almost 4 years. It was about circular economy, giving back to people, community engagement, social inclusion. But my co-founder and I, first of all, she was in Mexico. I'm here in Melbourne, and it was just a little bit too tricky trying to coordinate everything. And I realized being a founder, it's really hard. It's until you are in that journey that you understand how hard it is. And that's now why working with startup founders, I kind of understand everything they go through. And that's why I like to be so positive in the don't give up. You can do this. This is just a tiny bump in the journey.
Oh, definitely. Having been through it yourself gives you so much more credibility to tell other people, hey, from my humble experience.
From my very humble experience. Exactly. You got it right.
That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So having been on both the program side and also having had that founder experience, here in the Noble Pod, we've interviewed many a lot of other founders as well, where they tell us about those tricky challenges when you have a mission, but also there are all these practical things that you need to balance. You've kind of seen things also across several years. Mm-hmm. So how would what kind of big challenges do you think founders face, but people don't often talk about? And how has that changed over time?
That is a really good question. And the reason I say it's a really good question is because a few weeks ago I was chatting about this with other startup founders, And we were going through so many things that people don't talk about in the ecosystem when being a founder, right? You see all the shiny part of being a startup founder, which is you go to events, you network, you are raising money, you're on socials, everyone's talking about you, but then no one talks about the sleepless nights, the not knowing what to do, not knowing what's the right choice, trying to reach out to a specific person in order to reach your first milestone. And a lot of those issues, I don't want to say problems, are I've seen them through with a lot of founders that I've met and not only worked with, and how a lot of these founders have really tackled these issues are literally with the power of community within their, like, the same founders that are in the ecosystem. Because once you find your community, then it helps you keep on moving forward. And part of that community is as well finding the right mentors, right? Because you can find your fellow founders that help you along the way, but if you can find that one mentor that can bring you that outsider perspective as well and support and guidance, that helps overcome like those main challenges that I've mentioned before. That's my answer.
Great, thank you for that.
Thank you for that. Yeah, and also, and can you elaborate how programs like Startup Bootcamp, we've experienced it ourselves. We'll probably share to the audience like how Startup Bootcamp helps founders, and also even how when you start getting into the role, because I think there are not that many startup programs out there with the kind of scope that you have. So
beautiful scope.
Yeah. So I'm wondering was it something that I've always wanted to do this, or how did you learn about it and evolve into the role?
You have so many questions today, guys. Really good questions.
I'm comic relief. I don't know what this guy's all about.
No, but I didn't say that. You have so many good questions today. That's my brain didn't put that together.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm originally from Mexico, and I've been working in the startup space since 2017, right after I came back from living overseas. And when I joined that, I was like, I love this, just really fast paced, but also continuously evolving and innovating. And I didn't know too much about accelerator programs back then. I knew a lot about investors, but not accelerator programs. I guess because programs were not such a thing back where I'm from. And when I moved to Australia and I saw everything that was happening, and life just put me in the path of Startup Bootcamp back in 2020, I was like, wow, this is really cool. It's like a mini MBA for startups.
Yeah.
And really accelerated, 13 weeks, go. This is what's going to help you see if this is the right path for you or not, as well as if your product or service are the right things to do. And that first interaction back in 2020, that's what made me realize I really like this. And it was going from working with a startup to working and helping startups from the outside. So I really like that, because for me, I felt that I could bring my own experiences and sharing them with a wide variety of stakeholders within the ecosystem. So that's why I think slowly I'm able to joining a program in a company like Startup Bootcamp.
How can startups join Startup Bootcamp?
How can they join? What a beautiful question. Well, I guess first of all, I should explain that here at SBC we have different industries, and that's one of our really, really core and powerful views of how this ecosystem evolves. If you're an energy startup, if you are a sports tech, a fintech, a food tech, we have very specific industries to kind of group in the niche of startups and go through this journey together with fellow industry specific founders. So we run programs every year, and whoever is interested in joining one of our programs, I highly recommend you to go into our website, startupbootcamp.com.au. We have all our programs listed there, and you'll be able to see which ones are accepting applications, which ones are accepting expression of interest, which ones have already finished, but you want to stay in the loop. So yeah, it's the easiest way. Or people can connect with me on LinkedIn if they'd like. I'm Adriana García Cota on LinkedIn. Or also ping these guys because they have my contact details. So yeah. Easy as well to know more about it.
So so today we also want to show you a little demo and of what we've been working on the last few months. And I don't think you've seen this. I don't think people Startupbootcamp has seen this yet. So
I don't think I'm ready. Oh.
We'll do it after the break.
Perfect.
Oh my god, after the break. We'll just sit here like this for the whole break, just waiting.
From
Don't go
our
anywhere.
sponsors.
Don't go anywhere.
We really want to thank blah 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 blah. Well, okay, who is your sponsor? Who should we say as your sponsor? We'd really like to thank Startupbootcamp for helping us in this room, this very industrial room. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Concrete Australia, for building this place.
Hipster AF.
It's pretty good. Hi, it's me. I'm the sponsor. Visit thenoblecause.au to see the new clothing brand. The Noble Cause is a clothing brand that makes no new clothes. We take the clothes you don't want and turn them into something you do. We do this by fixing, embellishing and rebranding garments. There's enough clothes out there, let's start wearing them. Sustainable self-expression, Noble. Hello, welcome back to the Noble Pod. So now we're going to do the demo we promised after our little ad break. I'm going to just turn it to Shimroth, the co-founder of ZeroTag, because he's going to take us through it a lot better than me. So 3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone. So yeah, I'm Shimroth, co-founder of ZeroTag, and now I think we're gonna show Audrey what we've been working on and the progress we've made, and get Audrey to demo the app.
So much pressure on me, guys.
Yeah.
But I'm ready. I'm ready to be surprised
Yes.
with what you have been working on.
Yeah.
We're really excited to see your reaction. So,
I mean, I've seen your progress for a long time.
Yeah.
Now I want to see this baby come to life.
Yeah.
Yes.
See the real world.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
okay. So yeah, let's get started. So first step is download the app.
Perfect. Done.
Ooh, yeah, that was quick.
I'm
Cool.
here.
Some fast Wi-Fi. Cool.
I know.
Cool. So then in the Discover tab,
Mm-hmm.
you can actually find the partner refill brands that we have.
Yeah.
And yep. So now if you click on one of them, you can essentially go to their online store and you can see lots of products that they have on refill.
Mm-hmm.
So let's assume that you've now ordered something from them. So let's say you've ordered some granola. So
Granola.
that granola comes sent to you to your doorstep.
Super fast delivery.
Super fast.
Let me tell you. Wow. Wow.
And with your delivery will also come this little envelope with
Beautiful.
ZeroTag branding.
I'm loving the, what's the word? for
Emboss.
it? Emboss.
Emboss, yeah.
Very, very like,
Minimalist.
yeah.
And
Very beautiful. Fancy as well. Fancy. All right.
Yes. So yep, so you get that, and if you open that up,
What is this?
ooh,
It's like Christmas in June,
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
Christmas in July. How it works. So we have these beautiful, your refill pantry,
you wanna read that? Yeah.
and then how it works.
You wanna read the front, maybe the first, the other, yeah,
This one?
yeah.
Okay. Your refill e-pantry. Track what you have, restock with one tap. Oh, that's a catchy phrase.
Mhm.
The easiest way to reduce waste.
Oh yeah.
Loving the branding, guys. It's like, yeah, everyone should read these. You should order right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, now we go to the how it works.
Mhm.
Step 1, download the ZeroTag on iOS or Android.
Mhm.
We've done that. Scan. Step number 2, scan barcode or QR of refill product. Okay, so this is my refill product.
Yep, and there's also inside the envelope there's also the ZeroTag, so you can make sure that you.
I'll scan this first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Awesome.
Can you show?
We can see that after scanning, it shows organic granola, pecan, apple, and cinnamon, which is the actual product that I ordered.
Yes.
Awesome.
So,
So,
yeah.
step 3, scan a ZeroTag to link the product. I have a ZeroTag tag in my welcome
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
thingy.
So yeah. So now you can press back. So essentially, right, if you're not sure what it is, you
Mhm.
can show. Oh, again, you can scan it again.
Mhm.
So scan it again. Yeah.
Yeah. Also.
Oh, sorry. No, just scan it. Yeah.
Yeah, did that
Scan.
before.
Yeah, and then so for example, if you're not too sure, what is this organic granola thing? So you can tap that.
Even though I ordered it,
Yeah,
but
even though you ordered it,
It's
but
good.
you can tap it just to make sure. Okay.
awesome.
Right.
To reconfirm that you ordered
Yeah.
what you wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So you can press back. All right. So
Oh,
now.
there's too much back.
Oh yes.
It's okay.
Just don't tap the screen.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then scan that. Okay.
Mm.
Now it's added to
It's-
your e-pantry.
It is there. So yeah, it's
So-
showing me I have that.
Yep. So
And then-
now, yeah. So literally, the next time, you could be filling that in this container, maybe.
So
Like-
let's just say, right, like, let's say you fill this up, and then you can, like we have a ZeroTag here, but let's just say you stick it here. So now with the scanner,
Mhm.
now scan this.
Sorry, it's focusing. Granola.
Mm-hmm.
It's taking me back to the product.
Yep.
Yes.
So let's say you're running low on this. You literally just scan that. Oh, let's reorder my granola.
And just like quick,
Yeah.
Yeah.
easy.
And so
Yeah.
the next time you, let's say, use this for something else, you can you can relink it with a different product.
Yeah, so I can reuse the tags as many
Yes.
times as I want,
Yeah.
which is beautiful, which is the beautiful part of ZeroTag, right?
Yes.
You don't have to use the masking tapes and like putting the name of like whatever you put in the jar. Just like easy tag, beautiful e-pantry, and then
Yep.
making reordering even easier.
Yes.
Instead of just feeling like, oh, what do I need to order? Oh, I need to make a list. I need to go into the website. No,
Yeah.
you go there, scan, that's
Mhm.
it. Order is placed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This
Exactly.
is convenient AF.
Yes.
Guys, just as a millennial, I don't like to make lists,
Yeah.
but I constantly know like, oh, I need to go and buy this. I need to
Yeah.
go to the store, and like having tech like this at the palm of my hand, just convenient, quick, easy, that allows me to see what I have in my pantry, but also communicate with the store without having like too much of a hassle, giving them a call, jumping on their website, checking what products I need to buy. It's like, that's it, quick and easy.
Yeah.
This is beautiful, guys. I'm like, I feel like a mother. remember how many times I used to tell you, I'm like, oh my God, I feel so emotional right now. But this is so great.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
seeing from idea to actually
Yeah.
these being alive, and with the two partners that you have,
Yeah.
just really excited to see all the partners that you're gonna keep on adding.
Yeah.
People using this app because it is really good. I'm
Yeah.
not just saying it to say
No, and it's so these partners are officially on board, and now literally, like, if you place an order through the app, if you order something, we get a cut. It's
Yeah.
all set up.
That's
It's all there.
Yeah.
So like we can start earning revenue by every reorder that comes in through the
Yeah.
app, which is
and also we also save them money. So not just, for example, like, because essentially with this, you can start refilling with any container you already have. You don't need to like get a fancy new packaging.
Yep.
Although we currently have something in the works for those kinds of businesses.
a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, so do you know that if, for example, like, if you search, like, I'm gonna run low, then you search, let's say, the product on Google. If they're using Google Ads, if you click the product on Google, it can cost the company like up to $5.
Yeah, because it's like the promotion, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because right now the digital ad rates are just so crazy, and right now, so like if you're any online brand, it's like you have to like compete for top spot on Google. Like, I just want to reorder, and I'm going to see all the competitors when you do that, and there's
Yeah.
competitors around the world.
And messing up with your whole like customer experience, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
Where the actual brand doesn't even have like any control at all, because
Yeah.
when it's something like Google, right? Especially with the competitors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now it's like, I don't know if you saw in the US, Google started rolling out like AI in Google search. So AI will tell you like suggested brands.
Oh.
So now you only have it'll give you only 3 options.
And that's based on like who pays the most.
Who pays the
Who pays
most?
the most.
Oh, that is what happens with the small businesses.
Exactly.
What happens with local businesses that don't
Yeah.
have the actual budget to
Compete with
sponsor
them,
and
yeah,
compete
yeah.
with big brands like Amazon, like Walmart, and those kind of things. I'll need to cut that. Sorry, we'll need to
Yeah.
cut that.
Yeah.
Let's cut that. I'm aware of that.
Okay.
What happens with the small businesses?
Yeah, exactly.
What happens with the local brands?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why this is, because of COVID, like all the small businesses already have some kind of online store. And so this just makes it so easy to connect all of those small businesses in your phone. And when you think of like why do we go to the supermarket? It's like the convenience comes from having everything in one place.
Mm-hmm.
But today it's like sometimes
So many stores, so many products.
yeah, but but also like if you've been to the supermarket lately, only the big brands can survive there.
Yeah.
So it's this weird thing where it's just like, it used to be about choice, but now there's not much choice. Whereas now with ZeroTag, you have the whole internet, and then it's like you're curating your own little supermarket at home.
Yeah, guys, when are you gonna add your next partners?
Yes.
I'm excited.
Yep. No, that's in the works. We're reaching out to lots of brands now, trying to.
No pressure.
Yeah.
No pressure, but like.
Yes.
This is really good.
Yeah.
I just want you to know, like, seeing this development right now, and seeing the convenience and seeing the app like come to life.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic.
Yes.
And just how you connected like the store with the customers, but still remaining as ZeroTag, and then building that business model around like how can we monetize on this, understanding as well like the impact on brand, on digital marketing, but also on convenience for the customers, right?
Yeah.
It's the boom, boom, boom on
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
So basically, now, for most people, they can start by downloading the app. In the Discover tab, you can see our latest partners, and we expect that to grow really fast because now we've simplified the onboarding so that we can onboard our first partner, or like a partner in less than 10 minutes.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That is really good.
So, and for a lot of those partners, zero risk because there's no investment. They only pay us if we give them money.
Yeah, they only pay you if someone reorders through the app.
And there's no setup costs and fees like that. So we've been adding, there are actually way more features in ZeroTag that, that we're adding that to the tips tab so people can see all that. And, so you can get a ZeroTag by, ordering from our partners or from our online store. You can also order personalized ZeroTags.
Ooh.
So check out our little starter pack.
Another special pack.
Yes.
All right.
Same card with the same
product.
instructions.
Beautiful.
But this time you have artist design stickers.
Oh, and do I get to choose the stickers?
You get to choose from the online store. So you can show the camera as well. So they have different. These represents different sets. So you can choose from the different sets to represent different kinds of products at home.
This is so nice, and like it's so minimal and so simple, but yet so pretty.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect combination.
Yep. Yeah. So in the starter pack you've got basically a few from our Holy collection, our Color Dot collection, our Picnic and Jam collection, and also the Taronga Zoo series.
Yeah, so
and the coffee collection as well.
So
the coffee collection.
This is like if you start tagging their different things. Oh, sorry, and you can leave it there.
Okay.
You can if you start tagging your different things. You can make your pantry as pretty as this.
Look pretty.
Yeah. Yeah. So and then you can just double tap to see the different products. And then of course same thing. You go directly here. It's like the whole brand experience in one place.
Yeah.
Even their social feed instead of just like, you don't have to doom scroll just to connect with your favorite brands. And then you can even do things like set expiry dates and
the whole personalization.
Exactly. And so one of the upcoming major features as well is to be able to share this with your household. So now
share one pantry.
Yep. Everybody can edit it on the go. So you're at work, your partner's at home.
So
you can just literally
And
I think right
so
now-
for example, like this one, like let's say this one, right? Let's say I can actually, let's say, add this to my cart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then it goes there. Now if I jump to this one, it's still there. So I add this,
I
add
can
the
add
cart,
Mm-hmm.
and now your cart has both products.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So for example, if you finish this, you add to cart. If your partner, housemate, whatever, finishes something or is almost getting low, they add to cart.
Mm.
Then now, like if you want to like review the cart, then like everything's there from everyone in the household.
Yeah, I feel like it's like one very famous music platform that you can share with your family.
Yeah.
And you can create
Yeah.
playlists
Yeah.
without like any complications. This is how I'm understanding like these new future feature that the ZeroTag app is gonna have, which is gonna be super convenient. So you don't have to worry about if you're living with someone, you're not the only person overseeing what's in the pantry with the app. It's like
Yeah.
everyone can have access and reorder products and
Mhm.
also make the e-pantry look very beautiful.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
This is amazing. I've always like every time I speak with you, it's like
Yeah.
I love how you bring the design aspect of it, like making it pretty, like user intuitive, because now it has become really easy to follow, like the connection between the importance of or the convenience of having an e-pantry, plus discovering new brands, plus reordering products, not having to worry about going through a website and remembering what products you need to order and the quantity and which one was the one you ordered last time and like see if it's in stock. It's making everything way simpler
Yeah.
and also helping small and local businesses.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, reach
So-
more people.
Yes.
So we had to study the buyer journey, and that's kind of like the challenge of this.
Yeah.
It was, we wanted to make, what is the most minimal thing we could do to make this happen. But when you're talking about buying goods, that unfortunately involves real money, real products, real businesses, and you have to complete the buyer journey. Otherwise, then, you can't really feel it. So that has been the challenge in terms of just being that startup, being scrappy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you understand that buyer's journey, you really understand what they go through, and then how can you identify that value proposition as well.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
where does ZeroTag, where does the e-pantry come in hand in this buyer's journey? Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
why is this adding value to
Yeah.
that specific customer through this journey?
And from an impact perspective, like this is such a like unseen problem.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say with refill, one container can have different products over time. Could be different products, different flavors, different scents, and all of the technology we use today to make our grocery shopping more convenient assume that a product is tied to packaging.
Yeah.
So doing this, we can free ourselves from single-use packaging and actually have a way more convenient supermarket of the future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Amen.
Amen. Yes.
No, this is, you're totally right, and especially how we're transitioning to the way we consume, to the way we buy, to the way we store our products, and yeah, it's just adapting the product to the evolving, changing market trends and also customer trends, right? And if I may ask you a question, guys,
Yeah.
I really I'd love to know how mentors, especially the mentors you had at Startupbootcamp,
Yeah.
help you or how they influence you to get to this point.
Yeah.
And if you want one or two
Okay.
specifically that you would like to mention, no pressure.
Okay. So I guess especially a huge highlight with Startupbootcamp. First we had so many amazing mentors throughout our program from both Energy Inc. and Energy Next,
Yep.
and of course amazing facilitators.
Yeah.
I think some, for example, some of really it's just like the different aspects of the business, right? So for example, the pitching, storytelling, how to make that so simple.
Looks like you're gonna cry.
Yeah.
Emotional.
Yeah, because it's just like I think a year ago you were saying, look, our biggest problem was explaining this thing, and seriously, we couldn't find the words for it, but we had so many people help us just even just like how we're complementing the marketing, like we learned that from people like Jai. Remember Jai? Yes. Oh my god, he's so good.
I mean, Jai's got a new role in SBC, I think, right?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
more involved. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Thank you, Jai.
Thank you, Jai. Yeah. And also like so for example, like we met Robert, right?
Yeah.
We were so thankful that he spent an hour to just listen to what we were doing. I mean, and then it took him an hour to realize, oh wow, because he has a background with Amazon and logistics and supply chain, right? And just this whole lean, and he was like saying it's the intent of refilling is so powerful in terms of supply chain logistics, but so we were like, we've been struggling to explain to him, and he was like, because he's worked with, directly with Jeff Bezos, right? And then he was like, with software, the best way to pitch it is to build it.
That's so true.
So because we try to do everything to try faking it, the different prototyping techniques, the Wizard of Oz kind of prototype.
But it's not the same. Yeah.
It's not the same when especially with the nature of what we're doing, because it's just like we did that last year, right? We did a pilot. We did a lot of it just realized there's so much manual stuff you have to just so much information that is involved with the sale of food. Yeah. Right. That's also why like if refill is not compatible with those technologies, that's why everyone perceives it as inconvenient. Yeah. Because imagine like how do you check out? How do you know what's inside? If you want to get more information about this, get the ingredients, allergens, you're like, oh, I don't know. And then even just like remembering, oh, I need to buy more. So all those stuff, that's a hidden problem with this whole refill thing. You just realize that single-use packaging is so embedded in how our economy works. So, and instead, but even if you can say it, it's like that the convenience, like how do you know if it's actually convenient for people? There's a part of it you have to just let them try.
And so this is where like Robert had like a big impact.
Big impact.
He had
and also just like because we were just like leading a software team, and then if the different parts of software, there's so much
product owner, you gotta
and so because what we didn't want is that we didn't want that the only people who could make startups were people with like a software engineering many years of of industry. That's also why a lot of startup products tend to serve other tech industries, whereas this is something that everyday people experience. And so we just had to push ourselves to learn how to run software, apply lean principles in that, but also really get dirty. I had to do like UX, front end, back end, working with developers. Part of our experiences also as designers, we work with teams where we come in kind of like knowing that we're not the experts, and we
and that's so important, right? Because you also want to work with people that they know more than you, because then you can learn.
So I've done things like I've run rocketry team, Shimroth's done architecture stuff, and in both those cases these projects are big enough that to expect that one person can figure out everything, that's not wise. Right.
And you need that support. It's like that support networking. Gotta love the mentors.
For sure, because I think to add to that, because it was I think in October where we met Robert, and then
at the end towards the end of the program,
then by like December, Jan, we officially onboarded him as like our advisor. And then we finally had an advisory board after that, because we had our other advisor Ian. So since the start of this year, we've been having regular advisory board meetings every month.
Building that cadence.
To
continue growing.
And that's been like really like that's helped us stay on track, because they both of them, with their experience, they've been like making sure we, like, just what is this high level milestones that, okay, what do we need to focus on right now, and they just make sure that
we're don't lose track.
Yeah.
So that's been,
and also being aware of the different I guess stages of startup, and also knowing what to prioritize on. Like, so earlier this year we kind of realized that, it's like just need to focus on product, and then because I think what's good about this SBC experience was just looking at the whole business, the business as a whole.
Yeah.
Because you see so many tech companies that come out, it's like they might get a lot of users very quickly, but they have no idea how to create revenue.
Yeah.
And
then you just have the users there, like, they don't know what to expect, you don't know what you're offering.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like you kind of see this problem with tech and the internet. It's like we don't want the problem with the ad supported internet is that if you're sometimes it's like when you show ads, it directly contradicts with the value that you bring users.
Yeah.
So you're like, so that means that if I want to get more money, I'm going to hurt the user experience.
But a lot of people don't consider that.
Yeah. So we're just it's like, even like going to SBC, we're like, what, we actually like showing you how to reorder, that's kind of like an ad, except it comes exactly at the right time.
Yeah.
And becomes convenient because like, oh, that's exactly what I want to see right now because I'm running low and I want to reorder. And that just makes the world better for everyone.
Yeah. User experience, the environment, the local business, startup founders.
Yeah. And by supporting these brands, like, we're literally like that, you're by supporting them, they are already, taking all these measures to make sure that their brands are sustainable, and they go to all these lengths to find, suppliers who have sustainable packaging and
who are aligned to their values.
And we're just, bringing them all together and making it easy for you to just shop from them
and find them in one place.
And so that you don't run out and then you're like, oh, then I have to make a quick purchase, and then you end up having to buy more single-use packaging.
Panic buying. Avoiding panic buying.
Yes.
All right.
We do have one more, like,
so we have this one experimental feature where what we want to do is also make just make everyone, if whatever container they already have, to start refilling. So so there are some brands out there where they have like all this fancy packaging, and they have their brand and all that. Or even, for example, something like this, sometimes people use masking tape to label stuff. So what we're currently working on also is being able to scan a text or logo and say something like this, so that now we can...
Is it using AI?
Image, like text recognition. So, and then now you can link that product
to
this, and it's like this becomes a ZeroTag. So we can turn, like, when you have like if you look at the, like, there's like a refill soap outside of the reception.
Zero Coat.
Like, their logo and their packaging can already become a refillable package. So it can become a ZeroTag. So we want to make any refillable container a ZeroTag, and
as possible.
And that's already pretty much and then pretty much we can go global already.
Celebratory dance. Yes. Well, guys, this has been great. I think this second step, it's also massive. Like, it's moving from this and adding another alternative. And it's great to see the diversification of your product and like seeing it applied and continuing growing and going global already. We're going global.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Oh shit. Fuck. Oh, sorry. All right.
Yes.
So thank you very much for coming on, and
thank you for having me, guys.
And thank you to SBC and just, I guess, our like whole journey. Like, seriously, like, we were started this podcast talking about like so many challenges that founders, have to face, and it was nice getting just like some real world, just where, like like real advice from, you know, someone who's like on the startup side, because I think there's a lot of noise out there of what goes on in startup.
Absolutely.
And of course, being connected to amazing mentors, which have helped us make this happen. So, you know, this is still just the first step of many things. There's still so much you need to do.
But a big step.
But a big step. And we're just also proud that this exists. And that. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, guys. You know, I love ZeroTag, and I'll continue following the journey.
Yes.
And yeah, thank you for doing an amazing job. Never looking back, you know. And SBC, you're always part of the family, anytime. And we are here to support you.